All right, welcome to Birmingham, Alabama, the Magic City Mega Bowl. This is Ben Swam, the tournament director, and we have Larry Burge, the assistant tournament director, taking care of the commentary today. So this is a pretty windy day outside when these guys teed off. We've got a good lead card. You're going to see some interesting weather at the beginning. Everybody's doing putting practice. It's not that windy, but as we get going, it's going to be pretty rough here.
This is a storm rolling in right around the lead card's tee off.
Yeah, absolutely. This is round 1 of 3 for the Magic City Mega Bowl.
And they'll be playing the Clay Disc Golf Course in Clay, Alabama.
Yeah, we haven't used this course in the Mega Bowl in a couple of years, so we were glad to have it back on the schedule.
So we're going to have Will Schusterick, Logan Bowers, Zach Melton, and Matt Orum on our lead card. So it should be pretty fun.
Pretty serious lead card here.
So hole 1 is a par 4 at 838 feet. We have an OB line along these trees all the way down. And this year, Ben added some ropes on the right-hand side to kind of tighten this fairway up and make it a little bit more challenging for these guys.
We didn't pinch it in too much, but it was enough to definitely make a difference.
Right off the bat, when Will's getting ready to throw his shot, it looks like there's a pretty ripping headwind.
Yeah, about 2 minutes before Will was getting ready to tee off, the wind started blowing so hard it was blowing the TD tents over. So
now I look for these guys to try to go stable hyzer over the OB on the right, and then something similar to the basket. I'm not sure exactly what Will's throwing, but I'm guessing that's a D1. And it looks like a pretty great shot right over the OB in the middle of the fairway.
Yeah, I got to see this one live. He had a great throw.
Logan is going to try something similar. Looks like he turned it over a little bit. And he's going to get a pretty nasty cut roll here. OB on the left side.
That's unfortunate.
Now, I think that Melton throws enforcers for his overstable drivers. And I imagine he's going to try to go down this left-hand side like that, and he's turned it over. And he's also going to be out of bounds in a similar place to Logan.
Wow. Wind is definitely doing its job.
See if Orum can make a adjustment here. And yeah, he's hanging it out over the OB as well. Oh, and it's straightened out on him. I don't know if it's going to get back. Oh, and it doesn't.
Just got
almost
caught up.
Back in. Yep.
Just got caught up in that OB.
So it looks like 3 of our 4 guys are OB on the first hole. It's not off to the start that they were looking for, I'm sure. Here's Orum's third. Looks like he played the wind a little bit better that time.
Yeah, that's a great throw.
Going to be well short of the basket, but he's in the middle of the fairway. Now there's water down there in those trees. I imagine they're looking for Logan's disc that rolled in. And here's Zach's third.
Oh.
I don't think he got all of that.
Nah, that does not look like what he intended.
He's going to be quite a bit a ways out there throwing 4. And here's Bowers for his third. That was a pretty good shot.
Yeah, he's around the OB there.
And Will's second shot, he was the only one in bounds. And now he's turned that over just a touch. I think he's going to be well right of the basket, but at least he's across the road.
Yeah,
he's going to have the jump putt.
Yeah, that's a good looking shot.
Oh, he's closer than it looked. Looks like he's circle's edge there. That got a lot further left than it looked like it was going to be.
That's pretty great in 2 throws.
Here's Melton's fourth. Uh-oh. I think he misjudged that a little bit. He is in the trees long. It's going to be a tough putt from there. That is not the basket they're throwing to. There we go. And that's a good up from Matt.
That's a good up shot right there.
Should be able to make that. It says MPO field only had 2 birdies on this hole. It's only 2 threes in the field. Well, I would have expected a lot more than that. I imagine if the wind was down.
Yeah,
you'd see a
so
lot
I mean,
more threes.
really, the wind started. But I mean, basically from the first MPO tee time, the wind started going, and it was. It pretty much just blew all the way until 3:30 when these guys teed off. So.
And it looks like Melton found an OB. Was there an OB back there?
I don't know if it was OB or if it was just too thick to stand in. I'm not sure about that.
Well, he's taking relief, so it had to have been relief from a fence of some sort.
There is a barbed wire fence back there. So.
Okay, so he got his 2 meters release from barbed wire. I don't think he was out of bounds. We'll know on the score here. Here's Will for his 3. It looks like he's just laying that up.
Smart play.
Go ahead and take the par and move on. So Melton, this is either for a 5 or a 6, depending on whether he was OB. And Matt for 5.
And this hole has gotten out of hand very quickly.
Yeah, this is not the start that these guys are looking to get off to.
Absolutely not.
This is Logan for bogey. Yeah. So we're going to start out with 3 guys over par. Will dropping in for par. Zach dropping in for a
plus
triple
3
bogey. So yeah, so 7 on that hole. So he was definitely not out of bounds back there.
Probably just like you said, taking the relief off that fence.
Yeah, off that barbed wire. All right, so hole 2 should be easier. Par 3, 368 feet. It's a long 368 up this hill. It's guarded by some pretty gnarly stuff over there on the left, the kudzu. But I think all these guys are going to be looking to get it close on this hole. Wind should be at their backs now instead of throwing it at the head. And here's Schusterick. Looks like he hung that one out a little bit right.
He should be in okay shape, though.
Yeah, it didn't quite swing back in the way he was hoping that would. All right, and here's Logan. That looks like a good line. Yeah, that's excellent.
That's a great shot.
I think he's got a good opportunity for a 2 there. All right, so here's Matt Orum. That's another good-looking line.
That trimmed the
That
trees
looks a
with
little
that
hot,
one.
though. Yeah, a little hot. Landed right by the basket, but skipped about 35 feet past. At least he stayed out of the kudzu.
Yeah.
All right, and here's Melton's got an interesting angle. He can't quite hang this as far left as he really wants to because of those trees. And it looks like he's going to leak a little off to the right, so he'll have a long look for 2 from there.
So
here's Will.
That wind in the background.
He's giving that one a run, though. He didn't lay it up that time. I think he was hoping for a little bit more lift. Here's Zach. He wants that one. Oh, so close. All right, here's Matt. A little bit high as well. So I think Logan's going to take the lone 2 here. He is extremely close. Getting back that one that he lost on the first hole. I bet these guys are going to be a little disappointed with 3s on this hole. I know
these guys are going to be glad to get into the woods.
Yeah.
Get out of this wind.
I think they got a couple more holes before they make it to the woods. Hole 3 is actually a combined hole this year, so we're playing hole 3's pad to hole 4's basket through the double mando there around the bamboo fence. So this hole is par 4, like I said, 559 feet. Some of these guys could probably get there to have a long jump putt, but I imagine we'll see some pretty straightforward layup shots, 100 feet or so in front of that gate, and then toss them through it from there. Bowers has a great forehand, which sets up nicely for this. Yeah, that's a rip. Yeah, he's going to be in a fantastic position right there.
Second there, I thought he was going through the front door with that one.
Yeah, that's probably that flippy boss that he likes to throw. All All right, here's Schusterick. He's going to go hyzer.
Oh.
Yep, just a straight hyzer. Nice distance on that.
Yeah, and
he's
smart. He's lining that up to get in the front of that gate there.
Absolutely playing for position. I think you'll see something similar from Orum here. Yep, almost identical to Will's line. A little bit further, that was great. And Zach playing closer to Logan's line there with as a lefty. That needs to get right.
That's got to get over quick. Oh, look at that.
A great skip at the end, though. Yeah, absolutely. And this hole averaged under par for, that's for the MPO 40 division.
Good up shot.
Yep. And here's Zach's going to go. Zach's going to go forehand here since he's far off to the left.
Oh, get in. Oh, wow.
Man, he almost rung that one up.
He danced a little jig there at the end. That's great.
Yeah, he did. And see, here's Logan. Like I said, had kind of a jump putt. He didn't quite get over on it, but he was definitely close enough. Matt just a little bit too far to the right to have a good line. Just kind of has to toss that anti-layup in there.
Oh.
Wow. Logan. And he's going to want that one back. These other guys are all going to be able to clean up their threes here. Logan had a fantastic drive. I know he was looking to capitalize there. Yeah, birdie for Will. And Zach, after almost carding two.
Yeah, what a great shot.
Dropped in for a three. And Logan par. All right.
One more in the open, and then they get to head to the woods. So.
Yeah. So hole 5. This is their 4th hole, but it's hole 5. It's par 3, 333 feet. This also is a double mando hole between the two trees you see there. Now, the video does not do any justice to how far uphill this hole really is. It's a long 333 feet up that hill.
Yeah, this really is.
You're going to see all of these guys throwing distance drivers.
Yeah, it really is a tough throw.
There you go. You can kind of get some sense of the scale there. Will goes at a rip just inside that tree on the right. He's going to like that. That is about pin high.
He made that look as
easy
as you could, I think.
That hole is not as easy as he just made it look.
Get up now.
Yeah, Orum's a little bit low. Right in between the trees, though, he should have no problem with up and down from there. There's a nice slip up from Zach. He's going to be a little bit short and right. He'll have a putt from there as well. Got through the Mandos. All right, Logan's going forehand here. Kind of has that flexy forehand.
Oh, yeah.
And this looks great.
A little long.
Yep, and he is a little bit left, about the same distance left that Schusterick is right, I think.
Oh.
Matt tried to
dial
he
had
that
the
one
hand
up.
He's going to Kobe that one.
Yeah, he thought he had that one in.
There you go. Good putt.
All right, great putt from Zach. This hole in MPO averaged 3, which doesn't surprise me. Like I said, this is a long uphill hole. We had some really great drives on this with Logan there and Will. And really with Zach as well. He was inside the circle, or just outside the circle. And our lead card plays that one 3 under.
Yeah, they played that hole really well.
All right, so this is where we get into the woods. These guys are climbing the hill. And so hole 6 is a par 3, 226 feet. It's really short, but it is really sloped right to left.
And that's
very difficult to land something on this
That's
green.
the beginning of a theme you're going to see here at Clay is this sloped, almost, I would say probably 2/3 of the hole, you're on the side of a hill. So it definitely...
Yeah, I think you're going to see some forehands here, but the forehand is dangerous because if you catch the wrong angle, it doesn't skip the way you think it's going to. And here you see Will catch that roll and on down the hill. That's what I'm talking about right there. You really have to match the angle of the disc to this hill. Zach's got the advantage being left-handed. I think he can throw a slower disc and flat. You see it slides right there and checks up. That would probably be a judge or a putter of some sort. Logan going forehand as well. Hangs out a little bit left, and he's going to be deep.
He knew that wasn't right when he let go of it, I think.
Yeah, it's only 220 feet. It's real easy to go deep on this hole. And Matt's going to go backhand with a putter. I'm guessing that was a putter. That was a great shot right there.
Smooth.
That is exactly what you need on this hole. Hit that hole, hit the ground high of the basket, let it filter down. Shoots it for two. Oh my God, it's close. Hit a terrible lie there, so a good bid. Logan for two.
No, sit down.
Oh, I think he'll be okay from there. I know he wanted that one though. Hard to tell exactly how far away he was. Looked like he was probably about circle's edge back there. And Zach and Matt are both going to drop in. Really, they both made this hole look as easy as it should be. I know these guys at this level, when they step up to a 225-foot hole, they're really expecting to do it every time.
What a great throw by Matt Orum on that hole.
That was beautiful. All right, so moving on up the hill here to hole 7. This hole is 242 feet. Kind of plays down over this little rise and off to the right here, going to the right side basket, not the one that you saw on the left. Probably going to see some forehands here as well, though. You know, a nice gentle turnover backhand would work. Again, this is a pretty short hole. It plays pretty neutral, and it's not really uphill or downhill. You just have to play across this rise. Maybe it's a little down.
There are a lot of trees on this hole, and you can get some funky kicks sometimes. A lot of stumps too.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to end up short and right. That's the worst place you can be on this hole. Great shot from Matt. He almost dunked that. Bill's going to go forehand as well. Coming that out a little bit left, tree, and then he's down to that short right area that I was talking about. Really kind of a big gully there. If you get much further than Will did, you're in trouble.
Oh, that looks good.
Logan is a dominantly forehand player. If he can put a forehand in there, he's going to do it. That was a great shot. And Will ended up getting pretty lucky. His disc checked up and didn't go down that hill.
Oh, he knew that. As soon as he let it go.
Yeah. All right. Logan for a 2. Nice 2 from Logan. I've seen Logan play a lot of rounds of golf. He comes down to Huntsville and plays every year.
He won this event.
Of the 3.
Yeah, he won this event last year, so I'm not surprised to see him do well. I don't think he got the start he was looking for, but.
All right, tier 2 from Zach. And looks like Matt is also going to get a 2.
Back then it was a different game, so we shot like.
Yeah, it's like a post game.
All of these guys have played here at least one other Mega Bowl. So.
Okay. All right, so hole 8, par 3, 295 feet. Now, again, just like 2 holes back, this hole is going back up the mountain in the reverse direction. And you see the slope left to right. And it's way uphill, 295 feet. It probably plays closer to 350. And actually, the basket they're playing to right now is probably the easier of the 2 positions, even though it's further.
This is a very rocky hole. A lot of rocks on the ground.
It's easy to get some bad ground play like that. Yeah. You know, I think, well, actually, that ended up being pretty closer to the basket than it looked. That was a good rock there.
But you definitely can't rely on the skips and the slides on this hole, for sure. Just like that right there. You can
kind of get an idea right there just how uneven all that ground is. Not sure what that Michigan disc is. I see you can throw that one a lot. A little bit high there out of Logan. It's going to be a tough up and down from back there. And
touched
Will
one.
catches something in the
Yeah,
middle
he
of the
touched
fairway
something
and
up.
also kicks to the left.
Tough break.
Yeah, that looked like a vine or something hanging out there, kind of knocked him down. And there's Logan pitching up and then taking kind of a bad roll. There's some that. There's that ground play you're
the
talking
rocks
about.
they're super tough.
And that's gonna be another theme. You'll see that a lot here once the players start to get up to the top of this hill or mountain. Really rocky.
That's right.
Great putt from Will. I think that was a couple steps outside the circle. And now he's getting some momentum going. Will's 3 under now.
The run back.
Nice. Oh yeah, that was a great putt.
Good stuff.
He strung a few together after hitting the only par on the first.
Let's go.
Another nice putt.
Double that run back.
There we go. Absolutely.
Double it up.
And he deserved it right there. That was a great par save. I know he was frustrated with that ground action on that upshot.
Meat of the chains right there. Good putt.
Nice to make that one. All right, so now Matty O's got his birdie putt. Oh, goodness. He got big putted. There's Zach for birdie. That was a great drive from Zach.
Sure was.
Kind of used that tree to slope there on the left-hand side as a backstop and just put that thing about 15 feet away. All right, so now we're moving on over to hole 9. It's par 3, 282 feet. This is a pretty good little hole. Again, you see how rocky this fairway is. The guys are going to try to throw over this rise and really try to stick something in the middle. These next several holes, you're going to see there's a lot of slope away from the basket on either side of the fairway. And so it's really going to be about trying to hit this gap, through those trees and try and land something flat and stay there. And hopefully, not get too bad a kicks off. Oh, goodness. Like that.
Wow.
And Zach's going to hit a tree and find himself OB.
Be up beyond that barbed wire fence again. That barbed wire fence runs the entire right side of the course.
Here's Will with the putter. Oh. Definitely grip locked that. Way right. And also OB on the right-hand side.
Wow.
Man, I bet neither one of these guys were thinking anything about that fence over there when they were lining this shot up.
Yeah, I would say this is not the holes I would expect any of these guys to be anywhere near that fence on.
Man, great shot by Matt. That's what you want right there. Something that's going to stay in the air, float all the way down there, and kind of land flat and stop. Logan, a similar line, a little bit more stable. Oh, that was close.
Sure was.
That was really close.
You see that same similar terrain on this hole too with those rocks. Just
that was Will's pitching up there. There's Zach. Not really going to be giving this a little bit of a run. It's definitely dangerous to give that too much of a run because you can see it slopes down significantly on the other side of the basket there. And if you go more than 25 feet past, you're in trouble. Good birdie by Matt.
Definitely.
Here's Logan. Another good opportunity to put that one really close.
There we go.
Yeah.
Good birds.
All right, so after that rough start on the first hole there, they've all gotten back under par now, so it looks like they're starting to really get it rolling.
We're starting to see what you would expect from these guys.
Yeah. As we approach here on the last hole of the front 9, we're definitely starting to see the kind of action we were expecting off the lead card. Zach's going to clean this up. Yeah.
Tough break on that OB on the right side. That, like I said, that fence, I would have never thought that would have been anywhere near any of these guys' throws.
All right, so hole 10, par 3, 230 feet. This is a very, very short hole. And the angle that they have from this long pad is almost a reverse C shape. The green is really hard to access. If you go past the basket at all, you're straight down that hill and you have absolutely nothing. There's also an OB fence line on the right that's really in play if you try to You see that tree there out in the middle. They're going to try and swing the hard hyzer around it like that. That was a pretty good shot there from Matt. Still, it's hard to swing it all the way over the basket on that angle. You got to get it kind of high and get something stable. There's Logan trying a similar line. It's a little bit low. Yeah, it doesn't quite get the height that he needs. He's going to roll across that fence line.
I tell you, in this here too, Larry, even a good shot here can leave you a really tough death putt with that mountain in your viewpoint.
And that was a fantastic shot right there from Zach. He actually, you notice he hit a spot right in between those rocks where he was actually able to get that skip forward, where all the other guys kind of got checked up there. See, Will, same thing happened to him. They all hit the line really off the tee pad. Ground play on this hole.
Look at that.
Really, really tough.
MPO hole average 3.16. That's
wow,
surprising.
Over par on this little shorty. It's amazing. Really.
I bet I would say a large part of it has to do with that fence line.
Yeah, for sure. And honestly, just like I said, the ground.
Wow.
Logan was really wanting to. I think Logan was trying to get that circle 3 there. Really wanted to put that one in. He's kind of an all or nothing putter. And there's Will for his 2. A little bit left.
Yeah, that's a death putt I was talking about.
Yep. Logan for 4. Never high enough. He'll drop in for a 5. Here's Matt for 2. He had a pretty good drive.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. That putt was a little high, but still stuck in there.
It's a good bird.
Yeah, there's Will for 3. And then Zach.
Zach's still waiting to putt.
Yeah, he's under the basket.
Great drive.
Yeah, there it is. Zach for 2.
Nice.
Well, I think that's going to do it for our front 9.
Yep.
Schusterick is -2, Logan Bowers at -1, Melton also at -2, and Orum sneaking in there at the end. With
all within reach,
-3.
yeah, all within reach of each other. So that's good. Pretty solid front 9 after a pretty rough start. So.
There you are.
Oh yeah, look at that guy.
So yeah, we'll be back shortly with the back 9. And so check that out here on H Run Productions.
Thanks for watching, guys.